The Civivi Sendy, it's one of the most slickest knives in the West. Pretty much what I like the most about this is how awesome it actually opens up. Opens very cool, by the way. Next thing, what makes this the perfect EDC, there are so many things about this knife that is 3-in-1 functions that is available in such a small little package. The first thing what I like is it has a nice carry clip that you can put right on yourself. Next thing is the way that you trigger, basically open it up. So to open it, all you have to do is put your finger right here, make sure you hold it pretty tight, and then you're going to be pressing it down and it's going to open up. Voila, it opens super quick. And sometimes it can do it faster than an automatic knife, which I actually dislike. So this is not automatic, it's manual, which means that it's legal in all 50 states, which is awesome, really cool, by the way. Next thing about this knife is that it has this wood surface right at the top over here, and to open or close it, it is the same exact deal. Open and close, you put your finger right here and you move it a little bit down and it closes it up. Now, the cool things about it is there's 2 more functions that are available in this knife. So, except for the nitro blade over here that is really slick looking, by the way, you can get this in different trims. The next thing about this is that when you go on your EDC, you don't want to carry a bunch of stuff. So with this, you're carrying 3 different things instead of going ahead and looking for them. For example, in case you need a toothpick, well, guess what? This thing has it for you. Right over here, it has a metal looking toothpick in case something is stuck in your teeth, you are camping, and you have no access to something like this. Hey, who knows? This toothpick could be used for picking locks or doing some other interesting things with it. Next thing, on the other side over here, we have Twizzlers. Then again, my analogy with being stuck in the woods and you have a tick right on you and you have to remove it. Well, this thing comes pretty handy. Sometimes you really need Twizzlers, or maybe you got something right in your hand. Let's say you did some woodworking and you got a splinter. You have to remove it and you don't have any other tools in the middle of nowhere. So this knife has all 3 of those. You just never know when you need those small things. And it's really, really small and handy. And it can fit in the palm of your hand, just like that. So the only downside of this knife, I don't know if you call it a downside, is pretty much that it only opens when you press it down. So once it is put right in place here, it looks like, oh yeah, so smart guy, you can open it right here, right? No, this thing is stuck in there. It is just put here in such a way that you gotta use the flicker to open it up. Now, to be fair here, you don't have to flick it every single time. You can just move it just a little bit. You can see you're just moving it from the back, just a little bit, and it opens up. So it still opens up. You don't have to flick it. It is really optional, but it makes it super cool. So if you're looking and you're in a market looking for a small, interesting looking knife from Civivi, this is the knife for you to get. The Sendy is just cool. Now, next thing about this is that it comes in its display case. So 10 years Civivi knife case, and it comes in this presentation box as well, which looks really awesome too. So this is the big thing. If you want an awesome knife that will do everything for you, it is EDC and it looks really slick, and look at how awesome this knife actually looks, like really close. You can see that marksmanship of this is entirely superior in every sense possible. And I do like the way it actually looks. The blade is super slick as well. Natural steel is really cool too. It is becoming one of my favorite EDCs of all times, because pretty much it is small, it is not expensive, and it does everything for you. And then it has those hidden locations, and it's very hard to see it, because this is the cool thing, that it is hidden. The hidden stash, and having this right here that you can use in case you need a toothpick, right on one side, and on the other side we have this super hidden right here. is the Twizzlers as well. But what I do really love about this is how incognito those two functions actually are. And if you look at this knife a little bit farther away, you can't even tell that there is two of those functions included. Now, I have had knives that have this exceptional extra stuff to them and they easily fall down. Now with this one, it's actually very secure inside here and it's not gonna fall even after you take it out multiple amount of times. It doesn't get loose too, which is another big bonus to this. It has been engineered to pretty much perfection. And the looks of it is very slick. So if you go for the wooden one, I think the wooden is one of the slickest one out there. But for those of you who like the all black, there's the all black version as well. There's a few other versions that are available too. But I do like the way this thing is just so small. It is exceptionally small for its size. And it looks really interesting too. So if you're thinking about, hey, I'm not sure, I'm on the fence here, should I get this, should I get this? The answer to that would be definitely yes, because it is small, it is handy, it looks really, really slick, and it is really centered over here too. There is nothing wrong with this knife. It's like you want to go ahead and pick things, but they've been making knives for about 10 years now, and they're doing a fine job. Also, the handle, sometimes the wood handles are slick. This specific one is not. It is very good kind of wood that when you grab it, you can hear the sound, which makes it, you holding it with confidence. That's what you want in a knife too. The closing is easy to do. It is not anything fancy here, but for the price, you're getting such a deal. So is this worth it? Yes. For the price, you're getting the best deal. You're getting 3 different tools in one, and it looks very slick too.